everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, February 13th through Sunday, February 19th, 2017. For this weekly reading, we're going to be using the Fairy Tarot deck for the main message, which is by Doreen Virtue. Your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from a new deck that I just purchased. And it's not really a new deck. It's actually one of Doreen Virtue's older decks called the Archangel Oracle cards. I've just never owned this deck. So I finally went out and I purchased it and added it to my collection. So we'll be using it for the first time to get your special message. Now you might see here in front of the stones of choice that I also have the Romance Angels deck. And that is because this week is, of course, Valentine's Day for those of us in the United States. Time of love and romance, and that's going to be on Tuesday, February 14th. So I decided to give you all a special message card depending again on your stone of choice from the Romance Angels. Now, I suppose you could pick one card for the Archangel special message card and a different stone for the Romance Angels, or you can pick one stone to get both messages. So I'm going to leave that up to you. It might get a little complicated the other way, but I'm sure you can handle, deciding which card is for which stone and vice versa. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the astrology for the week. Well, actually, I should show you your stones of choice. That's what I should do first. So let's look at the first stone of choice here, which is charoite. Now, I chose all purple stones, or stones with a purple hue this week, because we actually have the sun moving into Pisces. And that's a very spiritual sign, and the purple vibration of these stones that I chose are very high vibrational as well, and just reminded me of that Piscean energy. So this first stone again is charoite. This is a stone of transformation. It is a stone that can bring inner vision and insight. This is a stone that can help to synthesize the crown chakra and the heart chakra with one another. This is also a great stone for deep physical and emotional healing. So again, here's the first stone, charoite. Okay, your second stone of choice, this is called sugilite. And you can see it's a little bit different purple hue. It's almost got a little bit of a maroon or reddish tint to it. And the sugilite is a spiritual stone of love and wisdom. Now this is like spiritual love, unconditional love, which is very, again, Pisces energy. This helps to open all of the chakras, opens and aligns all of the chakras to the flow of that unconditional spiritual love. This is a stone of spiritual awareness and can be used for channeling as well. And this is a stone that helps you to live from your truth, and it also helps to connect with certain past lives or in-between life states and the belief systems associated with them. All right, and that's sugilite. Your last stone of choice is just good old amethyst. Amethyst that we all know and love. Beautiful purple stone here, of course, and this is a single amethyst point. And the amethyst is a powerful protective stone. So it's got powerful spiritual energy and powerful protective energy associated with it. It helps to transmute all lower energies into a higher state of unconditional love. It's a great stone to use for dreams or meditation work or get into higher states of consciousness, and it actually helps to calm the mind and bring peace to the mind. So again, amethyst. So the three stones you have again are the charoite, the sugilite, and the amethyst. So what's going on this week astrologically? There's not really a lot, to be honest with you. And the biggest thing, and almost the only thing that's happening besides the moon moving through the signs of the zodiac like it always does, is on Saturday the 18th, the sun is moving out of Aquarius and into the sign of Pisces. So for about 30 or so days from the 18th, which is again Saturday this week, the sun will be transiting that sign of Pisces, which is all about the collective energy. It's about spiritual unconditional love. It's about healing. It's about compassion. It's about selfless service to other people. It's just really getting in touch with our spiritual essence and also getting in touch with the messages from our angels and guides, even more so. It can become even stronger during this time of the sun in Pisces. This is a time with the Piscean energy that we're going to have to go with the flow and just allow things to unfold in divine timing. It's a very ethereal and spiritual energy, so it's not grounded at all in the physical world. That's why there's this kind of go with the flow and let things unfold naturally kind of energy about Pisces. Now, before the sun moves into Pisces, the only other thing that was of significance happening this week was on Wednesday the 15th, and the moon is in the relationship sign or the partnership sign of Libra, and it actually is the day before on what we call Valentines Day here in the United States too. But there wasn't a lot of transits with the moon in Libra going on Tuesday, but on Wednesday, and we'll feel this probably late on Tuesday, but on Wednesday the moon in Libra, it comes into a challenging aspect with Pluto, which is a planet that brings powerful transformation and change. Death and rebirth kinds of energies. It opposes Uranus. The moon will oppose Uranus after it transits to a square to Pluto, and that opposition to Uranus is going to bring some energies, sudden changes, sudden redirections, surprises that might come in. And then it will connect with Jupiter. Jupiter just recently went retrograde in the sign of Libra, so we have until June with Jupiter retrograde to kind of go within and understand our belief systems, our structural belief systems about partnerships, relationships, equality, balance, compromise, harmony, all of those things that Libra is about. The moon will also connect with Saturn, and then it connects with the sun as well. That's all on Wednesday. So Pluto, Uranus, Jupiter, Saturn, and then the sun. So there's a lot going on with that moon in that partnership, relationship sign of Libra, the sign of balance and harmony. Okay, so let's set that aside and let's go ahead and take a look at the fairy tarot cards for the week and see what message our angels and guides and the fairies have for us. Okay, so the first card of the week is the Queen of Summer. And the message at the top of the Queen of Summer says loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive. It says listen to your heart, intuitive insights that you can trust, talking or taking care of others, perhaps too much. So this is the divine feminine at its best. This is all about us moving into the qualities of the Queen of Summer, even if you're a man, because men have a feminine side just as women have a masculine side. But this is talking about the divine feminine, which is very loving and nurturing and guiding and counseling and family-oriented and caretaking. It's just a really that loving, nurturing energy to its greatest and fullest extent. Now, this is also about our intuitions, as it says, listen to your intuitions, listen to what your heart says, follow your heart, open your heart. This is about opening up to these qualities. And, and speaking about love, which so many of us are ready for or desiring in our lives, or, wanting things to go more smoothly if we're in a relationship, if they're not. This is about really opening up the heart chakra and being self-nurturing and being self-loving and self-respectful. If we take care of ourselves, like the Queen of Summer indicates, which is like the Queen of Cups in the traditional tarot, then we're kind of treating ourselves the way that we wished and desire to be treated by other people in our lives, and whether they be potential romantic partners or family members or friends. So the biggest message here would be to just get into that divine feminine energy, merge into that divine feminine energy of unconditional love and nurturing and being, again, emotional and intuitive and comforting. Let's take a look at the second card and see if we can build on that throughout the week. So turning over the second card, okay, we have Major Arcana number 7 in the Chariot. And the Chariot says, success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. Now, this is the seventh major arcana, and the number 7 is about self-reflection and going within and connecting with our inner truth and connecting with our higher selves. And I really feel like this is building on the Queen of Summer by saying that with this Chariot card, there's things within us that we are researching or getting in touch with and trying to understand on a deeper level, which is that number 7. It's about deep spiritual understanding. So we're attempting to understand on a deep level these different various aspects of ourselves that is about the Divine Feminine, all those things that I mentioned with the Divine Feminine. Whenever we see the Chariot, now the Chariot in the traditional tarot is pulled by 2 horses, a white horse and a dark horse. In this case, we have the Chariot being pulled by dragonflies because this is the fairy tarot deck. But usually what that symbology means is that one horse wants to go one way, the other horse wants to go the other way. And in other words, we have that higher spiritual selves that we are, that is our truth, our divine truth. And then we have that lower aspect of our ego, the fears of the ego, the anxieties of the ego. And it's really about bringing things together and merging those into a balance so that we can move forward. Because, you know, if one of these dragonflies wants to pull the Chariot in one direction and the other dragonfly wants to go in the other direction, again, spiritual, higher love versus, you know, fearful or fear-based or conditional love or aspects within ourselves that are fearful or doubtful, then it doesn't work very well. You're not getting anywhere. You're not moving forward when the 2 horses or the 2 dragonflies are trying to pull in different directions. So we have to bring things back into balance and merge the energies together, the shadow side, if you will, which is our ego side, and that higher spiritual side of us, which is our truth. We have to merge those together in order to move forward. So in talking about love, you know, of course this can be about romantic love, but this can be about other things in our lives that we desire, you know, our life path, our career path, family matters. If there's certain things that we desire, we have to bring our shadow side, which is again those fears, into a balance. And it's not like we have to get rid of them or try to throw them away. It's an aspect of us. We have to learn to work with the ego. So we have to bring it back into balance and merge it with our higher spiritual self so that we can move forward in the best possible way. And if we do that, success. So success is going to come through our dedication in doing that this week. Let's take a look at the last card for the week. And the last card, oh goodness. Okay, I guess Spirit does want to talk about love, but this is going to be love in all aspects, remember. This is the Lover's card, and it's Major Arcana number 6. The message at the bottom says, true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, and a return to good health. This oftentimes does deal with health matters as well, but it's about balance. The number 6, and I always think of the geometry here, the number 6 is a 6-pointed star, which is an upward pointing triangle and a downward pointing triangle that are interconnected, which makes what we call a Merkaba, or a 6-pointed Star of David configuration. So this is about as above, so below. As it is above in the heavens, so it is down here on earth. Balancing the emotions, balancing the physicality of our beingness, balancing the mental realm. And now, of course, we always think of the lovers, and there is that indication that we're dealing with relationship matters. And so, you know, the progression here is quite clear with the Queen of Summer or the Queen of Cups and the Chariot and what we discussed, and coming into this long-lasting true love, this commitment, this idea of partnership and relationship that we really, really desire. Now, if we're not basing this just solely on relationship matters, for those of you out there that are dealing with other things like career or family or, you know, other matters, then we're talking again just about moving into the divine feminine energies, balancing ourselves with the divine feminine, balancing ourselves with the truth of who we are so that we can move forward to bring success in our lives, to bring this sense of balance into our lives so that we can kind of make a commitment, if you will, to our higher truth, and therefore open up to that higher truth fully, and things will then unfold in a beautiful glorious way and bring forth that connection to the unconditional love within ourselves that we are. That way it brings in blessings from outside of us, whether those blessings be about career, work, life path, money, finances, relationships, family matters, whatever that might be. All right, so beautiful, beautiful message. Let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. This one from the Archangel Tarot deck. So here we have my brand new deck, the Archangel. It's not a tarot deck, excuse me, but the Archangel Divination deck. And these have been cleansed and blessed and focused on with integrity, meditated with. So just giving them a little shuffle. And this one wanted to fall out. So this is going to be for Charoid people. Charoid, clairaudience, okay? And this is Archangel Zadkiel, and it says, notice the loving guidance that you hear inside your mind or from other people. So I feel like you're going to be receiving, obviously, some messages this week. Clairaudience is clear hearing. It's opening your ear chakras to hear the messages of spirit, the messages of your angels and guides, the messages from your higher soul self. And a lot of times it feels like it's our mind talking to us, or it's like thoughts that are flowing through our mind. But the way you can tell if it's thoughts from the ego or thoughts from a higher source is that ego thoughts are going to be fearful or doubtful or negatively based in some way, or saying that you can't do something or something's not going to happen, or it's just more fear-based. But higher guidance, whether from God, the angels, or your higher self, is going to be very supportive. It's going to be like your inner cheerleader saying, yes, you can do this, and these are the steps that you need to take to get there. And that's when you know that it's true clairaudience from a higher source. So call in Archangel Zadkiel here in this case, and listen to the messages. Maybe you need to put out some questions to the universe, questions that you might have. Put them out to the universe and say, now I'm ready to receive the messages of guidance that you have for me regarding the answers to my question, and see what comes in at that moment or throughout the week, if you will. All right, so let's take a look at the special message card for the people that chose the Sugilite. Okay, so Sugilite people, give these a shuffle. These are very sticky. These are the most sticky cards out of all the ones that I've ever purchased. Sometimes they want to stick together. This one's really calling my attention. So Sugilite people, crystal clear intentions. It has a similar feel to it as the other card, but it says, Archangel Michael, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering truth. So if this is life path, career related, money related, family related, I get the sense that this week it's going to be related to a lot of relationship questions. Call in Archangel Michael to clear your energy field first, is what I'm getting, and then put out your crystal clear intentions of what it is that you desire. I desire the blessings of the universe to flow in. I desire abundance and prosperity, financial security. I desire the next step on my highest and most important destiny path. I desire a true, romantic, committed, faithful love that lasts a lifetime. Whatever it is, put that out to the universe with the help of the archangels, and then just release it and let it go. Don't obsess about it. Don't think too much about it. Release it and let it go, and let the universe handle it. Just have that faith and trust that the universe is handling it, and then it will unfold in the divine timing that it's supposed to. All right, for those of you that chose the amethyst. Okay, so amethyst people, give these a little shuffle. Amethyst. Okay, this one, amethyst people, brilliant idea. Okay, brilliant idea with Archangel Uriel. Yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Okay, so this week is a time to take the next steps. You might have been thinking about doing something, wondering when the timing is right. We just came off a full moon lunar eclipse last Friday. So Archangel Uriel is telling you, okay, you've thought about your idea enough. Take some sort of action towards it. You might not know all the actions to take. You might not have all the clarity about where it is you want to end up, but take some sort of action. any small action to move forward with your thought, with your idea, with your inspiration. This is a really inspirational picture too. This is a unicorn Pegasus here. And it's funny because I don't know if you saw in the background that we have unicorns back here, the lover unicorns back there. So here we have a Pegasus, and Archangel Uriel is riding the Pegasus. He's got an arrow in his hand. Do you see that white arrow? So he's getting ready to throw that arrow with a certainty, with a directness. He's ready to move forward and fly high with his new inspirational idea. So take it to a higher level. Take it to the next step. Move forward with your plans. This is a lot of creative energy with the orange color in here, and then there's gold and yellow color. So own your power, the solar plexus chakra. Stand in your confidence and courage, and be very creative and passionate about what you're doing and where you want to go with it, which is sacral chakra energy. All right, now let's take a look at your special message card from the romance angels if you have any questions about relationship matters. So those of you that chose the Charoite, and I already meditated and chose the cards, this says love yourself first. And it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So the message of guidance from your angels and guides regarding relationship matters is that in order to magnetize to you or pull to you the love, the romantic partner that you seek, or if you're already in a relationship, to have that loving, passionate energy between you and your partner, you have to have the love for yourself first. You have to honor yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself. This really kind of goes with that Queen of Water or Queen of Summer card that we had, where you really move into your divine feminine energy, and you exude that divine feminine energy as far as the nurturing, caretaking, loving, respectful energy towards yourself first, because that makes you more attractive to other people. It shows that you respect yourself, and it shows a strength, an inner strength that you have, and that is a very attractive quality that other people will be drawn to. And also you're putting that message out to the universe that I want somebody who loves me and respects me as much as I love and respect me. And then like attracts like. So you're going to, we attract what we think. We attract what we put out to the universe. We attract what we feel and think together. So you want to think and feel that you love yourself, and that's going to bring you that eventually that relationship that it is that you desire. So work on that self-love quality. All right, for those of you that chose the Sujolite, let's see what your message is from the Romance Angels. It says, it is safe for you to love. Okay. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So I feel like with this, the message is that some of you may be doubtful or fearful, or maybe have closed down from old past experiences that didn't have a happy or good outcome. Maybe, again, if you're in an existing relationship, maybe you're not having that flowing communication or that rapport with your partner. Maybe there's a distance between you or some sort of challenge energy. And here it's saying to open your heart chakra, that it's okay to express, it's okay to show that love. So first, maybe we need to show it to ourselves, just like in the previous card for this Charoite people. But maybe we need to start showing it to others. Show loving kindness and compassion to others. Give everyone that unconditional love that you're seeking, because again, as you put it out there to the universe and you give it to other people, then it's going to be reflected and come back to you. It's going to magnetize to you. So open your heart, open your spirit to that concept of love. Don't be fearful. And for those of you that might be fearful of romantic love, it's like you want it, but then you're fearful of it at the same time. Do some self-healing regarding that, again, releasing whatever those old energies are all about, pulling cords between you and old situations and experiences, because it's okay to love and be loved. So it's safe for you to open yourself up to that divine love that you're seeking. All right. And then for those of you that chose the Amethyst people, okay, you deserve love. These all have a similar kind of feel to it, but This says you are lovable. So simply, you are lovable. You deserve love. You're worthy of love. And so again, a lot of you may have had experiences to where, and this may go all the way back, they're saying, to childhood experiences with your parents, maybe watching the way your parents interacted with each other, or maybe the way your parents actually nurtured you as a child. Maybe there was a lack of nurturing or dysfunctional kind of nurturing. And you grew up then, attracting relationships, not just romantic, but maybe even friendship and other types of relationships, work relationships included, to where you felt unworthy in some way, or not deserving of respect or kindness, not deserving of love. And this is the universe and God and your angels and guides saying you do deserve love. You deserve all your dreams to come true, especially in relationships. You're worthy and deserving of that. That you're a beautiful, perfect soul of the divine universe, and in that you are lovable because you are love. It can't be any other way. If you are a part of the universe, which we all are, then you are this perfect, divine, spiritual, unconditional love already. You just have to open yourself up to that and see your worthiness and see your divinity. So again, some healing work it looks like for all of us, depending on your stone of choice. It seems like all the messages have to do with a little bit of self-healing that needs to be done so that we open our hearts and we love ourselves and we know that we're worthy and deserving. So I hope you've liked this weekly angel card reading. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you, not just in the United States, but all over the world. I love all of you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for all of your beautiful energy, support, comments. And I send you all lots of beautiful love and light and all your dreams and blessings to come true now and for the eternity, the rest of your lives. So many blessings, and we'll talk again next week.